The decade of disciple making. 10 years of reproducing qualitative disciples for world impact, fulfilling the mandate given by Jesus Christ in the Great Commission. Advancing the message of redemption through the method of reproduction produces multiplication ministries. God sponsors His power, presence, and resources as we carry out His plan. Our established disciple-making networks around the world are ready to multiply themselves to all nations. This people movement will generate a large ripple effect, launching an army of seed sowers with resources enough to enter some of the hardest spiritual places on the earth. That means Mission Field produces missions. That's right, third world countries reaching into third world countries. It's already begun. Venezuelans are now reaching into Cuba, Spain, and Morocco. Soon into Colombia and India. And in 3 years, these new countries will reach into 5 others. ITAM will strengthen local churches and ministries as we lead international teams into international territory. We are praying for God to identify just 2 people in each country to create a long-term relationship, teaching them to do as they have seen and teach as they have been taught. These Christ-centered relationships and revelations of God's truth will establish solid disciple-making in their community, country, and world. But what do we do with this powerful 80-country ripple? We are isolating and focusing this mighty force of believers toward the most difficult spiritual geographical area, the Middle East. On the 10th year, all 80 countries will focus their disciples, resources, and attention on those countries. We will spend the next 10 years mobilizing a mighty moving force to go straight into the heart of Islam with the love of Jesus Christ. Let's join together in prayer, mobilization, and contribution as Jesus produces much fruit from our lives, which glorify His Father. In 97 countries over the next 10 years, a decade of disciple-making, 10 years of God's international family planting the gospel flag in the hearts of men of all nations.